unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the New England Patriots. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? 10 logo. Here we go,
On first down, Taylor. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
218, chop.
The give to Taylor. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
I mean, you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
A first carry now. This is Johnson. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback. And no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Herbert. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. Let's go.
On 4th down, Herbert. He's got Evans. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Orville. 56, Mike, 56, right there, right there. Hey, Sam off.
2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. On 3rd down, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over first and 10.
Check. Monday. Greystone travel.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives you...
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Tim Williams leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
They can't stop me out here.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They run with Taylor. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Bill O'Brien with a call here. We'll go for 2. They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Back to the air. Luck on 2nd down. He's airing it out for Williams. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Here's Carson. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? Come. Give me some. Come. Hey. Blue draw Corkers.
Now it's Locke. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Love. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in. Let's pick it up. Go. Let's get off the field. Mike 28.
They snap it to Love. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. Because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. If people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction. Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Take 3. 218. Hit it.
Taylor. And an alley to run. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Let's go, Mexico.
Throwing is Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Under 10. 10. 11.
2nd and 10, Luck again. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Kill.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, If you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Tyrell Williams with touchdown number 12 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Check 9, check 9. Check 4, check 4. Shoot.
Get it.
Now Taylor. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And he's got this down to the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Running this with a wide receiver, Fuller. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
At the 31-yard line.
On the ready.
54, right there.
61. Matchbox lights. Hey, echo.
2nd and 6. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hey, lock it. Ready.
From the gun, Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
A 48-yard attempt.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that it's
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw is Love. Got his man. It's Williams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. On 1st and 10, Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tim Williams picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on 2nd and long. Luck. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll run with Taylor. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans push further out in front. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 36 yards on the play. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Locke. Completes it to Aguilar. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 20 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To the air again, Locke. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Now Locke. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. DeAndre Hopkins as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots get a score closer. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Protein spill.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustment. Rush coming, and he's taken down. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. After the sack on first down, Luck. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now a first down throw. Luck. And he completes it to Cohen. Give him 9 on the play. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Mike 28.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
28. Mike 28.
3rd and long. It's Luck. Well, this is caught by Williams. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're going to go. It's Luck. And a catch made by Hopkins. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The throw complete here to Williams, and he's taken down inside the 30. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. and reading your keys. You always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Luck. And the pressure gets to him again. Tim Williams able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Luck. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Hey, Alpha.
Here we go on 4th. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Ready to break.
50 seconds to mark. Watch the run. Watch the run.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert, he's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They run the counter. Taylor, and he's got some space here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Taylor. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Texans push further out in front. Bill O'Brien with a call here. We'll go for 2. From the gun, Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. but they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Monday. 55. Right there in the middle. 5, 6,
Here's Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
11.
From the gun, here's Luck. Got his man, that's Tyrell Williams. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Luck now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Play action, it's Luck. He's going to let one fly for Tate. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. On 1st down, it's Luck. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Ricky. Motion. Reset.
They run for it with Carson. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Chris Carson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. So now here's Luck as his guys will go for 2 here.
Check, go get him. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Go, Mexico. You got tight right there. Hey, check. I got him, on me.
Throwing is Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 2. Then he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Texans push further out in front.
Come on, set. 70.
So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. On first down, Love. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 23 yards on the play. From the 50, it's Love. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Another try after the first down sack. Luck. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. New England on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Hey, Zoo.
They'll fake it. Now Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Here's Taylor. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Texans on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They're going to run the jet sweep on third down, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. They go play action here on first down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd and 10, Luck, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him, and all of them have the same issue. How do you...
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now on 2nd and 16. Luck. It's Williams on the catch. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line. Here's Luck. It's caught by Aguilar. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a third down. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
11.
Out of the gun, Luck. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And they will score a pick-6 for the Texans TD. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You can't block me.
Back to throw, Luck. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
You got it.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points.